Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Dear brothers and sisters, welcome to another live broadcast. And today I am joined by Gabriel Al Romaani. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Alright, so Isa is going to be joining me today for today's broadcast, and we're going to be talking about youth and issues of young men. And we hope that we have enough young men, parents online we're gonna ask questions, inshallah, and we're gonna try to answer them. We're gonna just wait a bit till everyone joins, inshallah. Please do like and share this, and let us know if you can hear us properly. Just let's do some housekeeping before we start. Can you hear us properly? If you can type, please. Barakallahu feekum. Just a reminder, guys, that we are in the 10 days of Dhul Hijjah, and we have today's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, the 27th is going to be, I think it's the 27th, isn't it? Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, 27th is Yom Arafah. And please try to fast even these days, whatever you can do, inshallah. And make a lot of dua, pray some extra nawafil. There's a lot that you can do. Do a little bit of charity, $1, $2 here and there every single day, inshallah, to get the benefits, because these 10 days are the best days. Alhamdulillah. The best days, even better than the last 10 days of Ramadan. Alright, so Jazakallah khair, Barakallah feekum. We're going to start with your questions so you can hear as well. Alhamdulillah, that's great. Alright, please do like and share, and always remember, if you hit us with the super chat, we can see your question faster and take it faster, put on the screen, and we'll answer it faster, inshallah. And you're supporting the dawah, so hit that super chat, inshallah. May Allah bless you. Barakallah feekum. Please do like and share so we get more people on, bi'idhnillah ta'ala. But let us start with the first few questions. And Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alright, Isa, the first question is asking, how old are you?
14.
14. Well, okay. I think you're turning 15 soon, right? Inshallah. In a few months. Yeah, in December, right?
Yeah.
Alright, barakallah feekum. Alright. So there's a good question here. How to raise daughters in today's time and protect them from fitna. I'm a 27-year-old man and eventually want to be a father. Okay, that's an interesting question. Why did you ask only how to raise daughters? Why not sons? What was the question? What do you think, Isa? Is it harder to raise sons or daughters? What do you think growing up? You have how many sisters? 3 sisters. Okay, so what do you think after having seen your parents? What do you think is harder to raise, girls or boys?
Girls.
Why?
Because their mind changes faster.
Okay.
Can I?
Their mind changes faster. Okay. So look, Isa is going to be unrated. He's going to speak his mind. So please, it doesn't necessarily have to agree with me or reflect my opinions, right? Okay, so the girl's mind changed fast. That's what you observed, right?
Yeah.
From what? From your sisters? From girls at school? From how? Both. Okay. How fast does a girl's mind change?
Pretty fast.
Like what? A few times in a day? Every month? How?
A few times in a day. Because it always changes.
Okay.
Double-minded.
Okay. All right. So are you saying that women are not good or something? Okay. So you're just saying that women, their mind changes a lot. Okay. So then it's harder for a parent to raise them.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you say that you being raised as a boy around 3 girls, was that difficult for you? Why?
Because it's hard to maintain my patience around them sometimes.
Okay. It's hard to have patience, yeah? Would you say that patience is like the most important skill that a man should develop around women? Yeah?
Big time, yeah.
Big time? Okay. Because they change their minds, so you have to kind of like deal with them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how do you deal with your sisters? With like harshness or softness?
Softness.
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 All the time?
Most of the times.
Okay, most of the time. Look, I'm gonna have to say, yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right. Most of the time, but not all the time, right?
Yeah, not all the
Sometimes you do get upset,
Mm-hmm.
right? Was it harder when they were younger? Because you're like second born. So when it was like, for example, growing up with Mariam, was it easier because you guys were closer in age?
Yeah, I would say it was easier.
Okay. And when they're younger, was it easier to deal with them, or when they're older, it's easier to deal with them?
Younger.
Why?
Because when they're older, when they're older, they change a lot. Their thoughts change and everything. The way they act.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you do one simple thing, they might get mad at you. So, like, you never know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So girls get mad at you. Your sisters get mad at you easily? Okay. For like big things, small things?
Both.
Okay. Give us an example. What do they get mad at you for usually?
Talking a lot or shadowboxing around them.
Oh, you shadowbox around. So okay. So is that something like when you grow around sisters, do you like sometimes want to treat them like boys almost?
Sometimes.
Huh?
Sometimes, yeah.
Like you shadowbox around them?
Yeah.
So they get mad at you. Okay, so is that their problem or your problem?
My problem.
Okay, so why are you getting mad at them?
I'm not getting mad at them, they're getting mad at me.
They get mad at you, okay. All right, so what do you think? So how to raise daughters in today's time, protect them from the fitna. Do you think, you know what the fitna means, right?
Mm-hmm.
The riots, the aberrations, fitna, all kinds of stuff, music,
Yeah.
weird stuff, right? Do you think that fitna affects more girls or boys? Think of what you see at school, what you see in, your environment.
I'd say it affects both of them
Mm-hmm.
on like a decent amount. It affects like both of them,
Okay.
like the girls and guys.
All right. So
Yeah.
fitna is affecting both men and women. But if you were to put your finger on one that's affected more, that suffers more, the consequences are bigger, what would it be? What do you think? Just what you think? Like who's stronger to resist the fitna? Who can resist the fitna more?
Guys.
Guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys resist the fitna more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so girls would be a bit more affected maybe by fitna. Okay. So my advice to this 20-year-old brother is first, obviously, get married. Second of all, you don't know if you're gonna have daughters or sons or what you're gonna have. But as Isa said, I agree. Like the fitna can touch both in a different way. I think the outcomes of falling into the fitna are different, right? So if guys fall into the fitna, it's easier for men to bounce back, or it's not so. The world is not so harsh if men, like let's say, make mistakes with women because they're obviously their value is in their purity, let's say. Then obviously it's harder for a woman if she falls into fitna. Now, all right. Barakallah fikum. Let's see here. Was your son raised up in the West? I feel that does affect the child. Were you raised in the West? Where were you raised first? Where did you live first?
Where did I live first?
Yeah, where did you live? Like when you're...
UAE.
Yeah, first in UAE. So, okay, you were there for like...
10 years.
10 years or so. Okay, so he was raised in the East, actually. And then after UAE? Malaysia. Okay, so he's been pretty much raised in Muslim countries. What's the difference? What do you think? Be honest, now you're like in Canada for some time.
Yeah.
What would you say is the difference between living in an Arab country? So let's say, what was the difference between UAE and Malaysia?
UAE and Malaysia?
Yeah.
Environment.
Okay, which one was better?
UAE.
Why?
I'd say like I could understand the people more there, and they could understand me too. Plus, like the area was what is it called? Cleaner.
Okay.
To be honest, and it was worth being there. It was worth being there. Yeah.
Did you feel Islam more in the UAE or in Malaysia?
I'd say more in the UAE.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's like an Arab culture. Those a bit more, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How about Malaysia? What was like? What's your view on Malaysia? And this is not to like put down Malaysia or put down UAE or anything like that. This is opinion. So what do you think? What was like good about Malaysia? What was not so good?
What was good about Malaysia was probably like
what do you like about Malaysia?
mountains.
The mountains,
Yeah.
the environment.
Yeah.
Okay. What about like growing up, the friends, peers, and all that? Which one was better?
I wouldn't say like friends, to be honest, because like if you make a friend there, they either don't understand you or you don't understand them.
Is there like a big difference in culture, you say?
Yeah.
Okay. In Malaysia?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but you did have friends, right?
Yeah.
But you felt like you were not understood.
Yeah.
So in UAE, you felt a bit closer to the people?
Yeah.
Okay, even though they're Arabs and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that was an issue. You like the environment. What else did you like about Malaysia? Okay, what didn't you like about Malaysia?
The cleanliness. There's like, yeah.
Did you like the food? Makluba, that was good, right?
Makluba was good.
That was the one.
That was probably the one.
But it was an Arab restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What about UAE? Good food? How was Islam in Malaysia? What did you feel about Islam in Malaysia?
I'd say Islam in Malaysia has a decent impact on everybody.
Mm-hmm. The people are a bit softer and nicer, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think in UAE they're a bit rougher.
Yeah, which I like.
You like it?
I don't like soft people.
What?
I don't like soft people.
You don't like soft people? Okay, mashallah. So you like rougher people?
Yeah.
Okay, so you liked UAE better.
Mm-hmm.
You like the Arabs better.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Where'd you get more like friends and
UAE?
UAE.
Yeah.
Which school did you like? Because you're in both of my schools.
Yeah.
I was the principal in both the schools. So which one did you feel it was better? Like, was it the one in the UAE or the one in Malaysia?
UAE.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one was better as a school? Which one was organized better? Which one did I do a better job at? The one in the UAE or the one in Malaysia?
It's probably the one in Malaysia.
I did better?
Yeah.
Why?
Probably like the classes, like the time length of the classes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was better, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And okay, so those things you didn't like about Malaysia. Okay, good. So, okay, what about like comparing the Muslim countries that you lived in and visited versus like the West, Canada, USA? I mean, here in the school that you're at right now, there's a lot of Muslims, right? What, like 70%?
Yeah, 70-80%.
Okay, 80%. So you're still surrounded by Muslims.
Yeah.
How would you compare? Is it better here? Is it better there?
There
was
totally
better?
there, yeah.
Why?
Because over here, like, okay, over there, some people like are kind of like astray, but here, like, mostly people like go astray a lot. Like, I see Muslims vaping,
Okay.
going in relationships and stuff.
Just speak your mind, don't worry. These people can take it, don't worry. Can talk. Okay, so having girlfriends, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what else are the Muslims doing in your school? So there is better, like people are a bit more contained, right? So here, like the kids are just kind of like doing all kinds of the same stuff as the kuffar.
Yeah, mostly.
So vaping, dating, what else?
Weed.
Alcohol,
okay. Drugs, probably.
Drugs. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alcohol as well. Do they drink? Some people.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. So but where do you feel like more comfortable? If you were to choose between these three countries, where would you choose to go?
UAE.
UAE. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So there's your answer. It does affect the child, no doubt. I do believe so. I think it was a blessing to have that time in UAE and in Malaysia. I think we learned a lot, and alhamdulillah, Okay, let's see. Next question. All right, guys. So please do like and share, spread this video, inshallah. Get more people on and hit that super chat. Before we continue, we got a little advertisement. We got the Muslim Alpha Man course, guys. It's on sale this last few days for the best 10 days of Hijjah. Use code BEST10. Okay, BEST, BEST 10. And you can basically purchase the course for 45% off. It's for men, but we're working, Isa and I worked on a course together. We got his podcast, his brothers, his boys to come on, and we did a course, Muslim Alpha Junior, and this is going to be for young men like Isa, kind of from the age of 10 to 16, okay? And this is specifically covering topics of, what me and Isa are discussing now, how to become a man, how to, respect your parents, chores, stay away from the fitna, how to fight the fitna, mental health, LGBTQ. We talked about, what else we talked about?
Purifying.
Yeah, purification, like tahara, right? Like how to take care of your body, clothing, right? We talk about these kind of stuff we talked about. So that's going to be out, inshallah, soon. But let's give you a little preview of the Muslim Alpha Man course, inshallah. Bismillah, not here, this one. There's the beautiful intro developed by our team, and I'm just gonna play the video that I wanted to play, inshallah. All right, give me a second here. Here we go. Bismillah.
I look at the moon and I look at the Prophet ﷺ. The Prophet is more beautiful. Are you not tired of not becoming the best version of yourself according to the Quran and Sunnah that you can be? Don't you want to finally realize your plans, be them financial in terms of relationship, be them in your fitness, be them in your deen, your spirituality, your connectiveness with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Tired. Are you not tired of being fat? Are you not tired of being out of shape? Are you not tired of having this defeated mindset? Are you not tired of missing Fajr? Are you not tired of people not respecting you, your wife not respecting you, your children not respecting you, the community not respecting you? Are you not tired when you look in the mirror, the way you look? Ready to change yourself? I'm asking you, I'm talking to you right now watching this. I don't know who you are, Ahmed, Muhammad, Abdullah, Faris, whoever you are. Are you ready? Can you do the things that I'm going to tell you now? I've extracted this course from my life experiences based on the Quran Sunnah, connecting them to studying the seerah, to incidents of the Sahaba, of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Not just theoretical, guys, practical. I'm tired. I was tired. I didn't want to be sluggish, to be weak, to be pushed aside all the time. Now, at this moment, you have to make an intention. Oh Allah, I will change my mindset. I will not have this defeated mindset anymore. I will have the Imam mindset, the Muslim Alpha Man mindset, that Sahaba mindset. I will be a Qawwam. I will push even if I don't feel it right away. Because it's not all about just feeling first and then doing. No, sometimes you have to do and then you will feel. Feelings can be developed, but actions start from here and from
here. All right, here we go. So that was the Muslim Alpha Man trailer, I guess, inshallah. Please do check it out, Muslim Alpha. I'm going to type it for you guys. Okay, muslimalpha.com, and use best 10, inshallah, for the discount, 45% off, inshallah. And we're going to work to release the junior program, inshallah, soon. Let's go back to the questions, inshallah. Bismillah. Someone says, nice t-shirt. Okay, so it says, maybe your ancestors were apes, but mine were humans. And Isa has, what's yours? I am Muslim, and therefore that's why I love Jesus. And this is Dig Deep, okay? Digdeep.com, okay? So it's Dig Deep with 2 E's, DEEGDE, okay, .com. Do give a shout out to the brother. He sent me these shirts, okay? And he is, yeah, mashallah, nice shirts. He's got some other shirts, he's got some caps and all that. So he says wearing the hoodie. That's hoodie, right?
Yeah.
It's a cool hoodie, and I'm wearing the t-shirt. So support the brother, mashallah. He's a good brother, and we like to support our brothers who start their businesses. Never be jealous of your friends, brothers who are doing well, who are trying to do something. Always support them, and be happy when they succeed. Alhamdulillah, that's one of the mindsets of a proper Muslim, inshallah. طيب, let's go back to the questions. All right. Bismillah. Lots of questions, alhamdulillah. Okay. Also, I'm aware that you have daughters yourself. How you raised them differently compared to your son, Isa? The girls, I think most of the influence will be obviously from the mother, right? Like, it has to be like that. Like, the mother has to deal with the daughters, the father has to deal with the son to teach him how to be masculine. I would say that Isa is pretty masculine, even because being raised around 3 girls, or 4, obviously with his mom, so 4 girls and him, and I travel quite a lot, so he's the man of the house a lot of times. I think usually when you see guys being raised around girls only, they do end up being a bit poofy and weak, isn't it? I've seen that. A lot of my clients, they come to me and they'll like say, I've been raised around girls, and therefore they have issues in their adulthood as men. They do. So I think with Isa, like since young, I like take you out, beat, punch you, like do like I think we used to fight and spar like at the time where I used to like have to
go on your knees.
Go on my knees. Yeah, I used to go on my knees to like actually get to your level. And now it's like, right now we're like, I think when I spar with Isa, now I need like ice after we're done. I need to apply ice on my ribs and stuff like that. But yeah, we used to start since I would have to go on my knees. Yeah. And I remember like sometimes I used to like tear up, and I was like, come on, suck it up. Right? And so we used to like do stuff, going like hikes in Malaysia in the jungle, and like we used to have what was the Dao Dojo, right? The Dao Dojo. Yeah. And we used to have the Wandering Warriors, right, with Brother Kirill.
That was fun.
That was fun. Good. So like I kind of pushed you. And with the girls, obviously, you have to be like soft, like the whole hugs and kisses and all that. I give him hugs as well and all that, right? So it's good. Like, you have to show love to the boys as well. And that's one thing that's important, that they have to be comfortable with like, masculine touch, so they don't end up like, like, and then they become gay or something, right? That's one thing that's, yeah, it's real. So, and with the girls, like, you have to give them that masculine touch as well, like the hugs and the kisses and all that. Now, Isa doesn't like hugging, kiss his sisters, no. But I definitely, till now I do that, right? So I guess I focused on him more, a bit harder, yet still give him, love. Now, of course, there's challenges. Like, would you say, like, there's challenges? We have challenges. Like, we're not going to portray ourselves here as some, like, perfect, father and son. Like, there's challenges. We fight, we argue. There's issues. It's normal. Like, it's gonna happen. Like, you can't lose your mind and be like, oh my God, because this is normal, right? He disagrees with me sometimes, I get mad at him, he gets mad at me, right? We had, like, it's normal. There's gonna be things that I'm not happy with, he's not happy with, right? He's gonna get upset. He's 14, right? Like, his hormones are up and down. He's got it, right? What's the one thing I always tell you to control yourself? With what?
Anger.
Your anger, right? So, do I tell you to kill your anger though? What I tell you to do with your anger?
To maintain it, keep it for the right time.
Exactly, keep it for the right time. That's good, right? So, yeah, we talk like I'm not gonna sit here with him like we look so cute and we're like the perfect couple, father son. Like, we have issues, big issues sometimes, but like we iron it out. Like, how do we do it? We just like what? How do we iron out our problems? How do we deal with our problems?
A handshake.
Yeah, we handshake, right? And then we talk about it, right?
Yeah.
Usually we talk. We just talk it out. Like, I talk to you about like almost everything, isn't it? And I always tell them to like tell me anything, right? Now, sometimes you don't want to tell me, so I try to like keep pushing, and then sometimes he will tell me. But I think it's important to have that open relationship where you can kind of tell. Now, obviously, he doesn't tell me everything. I have to pull that out sometimes. But I think most things you tell me, right?
Yeah.
I think compared to other people. I think we do have a pretty open relationship. So with the girls again, I do have the same policy, but like soft and love and all that, right? They're saying, what ethnicity are you? That's a secret. But they know that you are half Romanian, right? Now, all right. Assalamu alaikum. How can teenagers come out of their comfort zone and push themselves to study well and improve themselves overall? Come out of their comfort zone. I think this is one thing we talked about, right? Because of school results, right? Are you doing very well in school?
Okay.
Decent. Yeah? Decent. I don't like that. I told you I don't like that. That's not. But like, I'm not trying to show off, but when I was like your age, I was like top at my class. Girls used to be upset because I was like, I don't look like a geek, but I'll beat most of the people in school in terms of studies. Would you say that like your generation is a bit lazier?
Yeah.
Why?
Totally. I'd say probably because there's more technology around nowadays and they just rely on that.
That's it. You're at it. I think so. I agree with that. Yeah. What do you guys think? I do think, like, I didn't have a phone. I had a flip phone, but there was no social media at that time.
Yeah. Now there's like Facebook, TikTok, everything.
Everything, right? So you guys are more lazy. You just kind of sit on and play games. And we had PlayStation and all that, but I was never really into games now. I think your generation is more into games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I do agree with you. I think you guys are lazier because like there's so many distractions. Like for us, you could either go outside, play soccer. Like our distractions was like we would be outside playing soccer, going to the gym. Like you would watch movies, I guess. Movies would be things, but you wouldn't have something in your hand like this and always, right? Always like, so yeah, this is something that is a big issue for you guys. You're quite. Would you say girls are lazier or boys are lazier? Whatever you see. I mean, again, it's your opinion here.
I mean, I feel like guys are getting a bit more lazier because like their testosterone and stuff, like it's going down, right? And then girls think like they could train like guys. They start going to the gym and stuff more than the guys.
That's a good point. 100%. I agree with that. I think guys are going down
and girls are going
girls are going up. I think guys are getting weaker. They're not training. They're weak, soft, like, right? And then the girls are like now like kickboxing, going to gym, really take care of themselves. They become strong. Even the way they talk and the way they behave, they become more masculine. I think guys are a bit lazier and girls are more motivated to like do stuff and whatnot. And they also get more encouragement, I think, now, isn't it? Everyone like encourages girls. Come on, bad girl, good, boss babe or whatever. Right? So okay, how would you solve this issue? Like what would you do to like get out of this comfort zone, and what advice would you give to young men to like?
I'd say set yourself like a good mindset for the future. Yeah. So
have a good mindset.
Yeah.
Would you say that like training and MMA helped you to like get out of your comfort zone?
Yeah, big time, because it like pushes me.
Okay, does that help you at all with school?
Nope.
Why not? Come on, I was expecting you to say yes. Why not?
Because school, there's no combat. There's no combat in school.
Yeah, but you have to apply that mindset. Like, that's why I always tell you, like, the mindset of, like, fighting is applied. And that's why I believe, personally, that when you learn how to fight and you understand conflict, you don't have to have violent fighting. But it's like that pushing, not giving up. People are going to fight you on different ways in school, not necessarily physical fight, in work, even in a marriage. When you're gonna get married, it's gonna be fights. So you need to know how to handle conflict. And I think training MMA, it helps you how to deal with conflict. Barakallah fiqh, we have a super chat. May Allah bless you. Giuseppe Di Fraia, I think Italian, mashallah. Moral dilemma in terms of the manosphere and red pill. Okay. On one hand, the red pill manosphere gives good diagnosis analysis, the complexity of human nature. However, its solutions and outcomes is to call women evil and monsters. I agree. I would reformulate this. I believe that the red pill and the manosphere does give a good diagnosis of the problems. the complexities of female nature, without a doubt. The solutions are wrong because they are not Muslim, right? Like yesterday I was talking about Andrew Tate, maybe I'm gonna review. I actually honestly didn't see his. Did you see his interview? His latest interview? Did you look at it?
Who?
It's that guy. I don't know what his name is, but they went to Romania. The guy with dark hair. They did an interview with him in his house. It's like a long one. I think it's like 4 hours or something. Did you see it?
I might have seen like a part of it, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I didn't look at it, to be honest, because it's too long, and I'm kind of disappointed so far. Like, you know, and I said that from before, and this probably might be my first statement in a long time about Andrew Tate. But before Islam, I had some criticism. When he became Muslim, I had that podcast with Sheikh Salim Al-Amri, where we discuss, you know, because people are upset that he became Muslim. We said, look, he became Muslim. We have to see what he's going to do. And I always said, we have to see what he's going to do. And I'm still saying we have to see what he's going to do, right? Like, you know, but so far what we see is we're not so happy with. Now people will say, oh, he's just new in Islam. I know, but he's been told by many people that you have to be careful because now you're using Islam. You're saying that I'm a Muslim, you know, Islam this, Dubai, da, right? Islam, mosque, Islam is so a lot of Muslim men are watching and looking at that. So there's a lot of responsibility. Would you not say that a lot of people know about him, right? Like kids, the Muslim kids, they like him, and the non-Muslims, and your teachers hate him.
Right? You should hate him,
right? So, but I guess what I'm trying to say is that the red pill does not have the right solutions. They can have a pretty approximate, good assessment of the situation, of relationships, of female complexities and female natures. I do agree because there's a lot of social studies on it. But when it comes to the solutions, I totally believe they are definitely off. Okay. There's certain things that are okay, but indeed there's, you know, huge problems, and it does, lead men to feel like that women are evil and monsters and all that. And that's not right. Now, women have issues, men have issues. We have to have the right solutions. That's why I believe that the correct solutions come from the Quran and the Sunnah. For example, these guys in red pill, they'll say, well, you just have to date many women, and the more, you know, if you date many women, you're gonna have like you know, better grasp on this and that. No, it's like, okay, Islam does give you polygyny, for example, right? But it's with marriage, there's commitment, there's certain responsibilities, not just like going around and going through women, because you're creating more problems. You know what I mean? So marriage and commitment is important. So indeed, I think that this is a good statement, Giuseppe, but indeed I would say that the solutions are wrong that red pill offers, but it's quite dangerous actually, because you know, some of the solutions might be very tempting to young Muslim men, and because sadly compassionate imams and different people do not address these issues and give solutions from the Quran, Sunnah, they just say basically be a good guy, be a good man, be a nice guy. Well, do women like nice guys? Really? They say they like nice guys, they think they like nice guys, but studies show that they don't react well to nice guys. Now, what is the solution? Do you have to be a bad guy? No, but you have to be a firm person who's not always nice, meaning that you have clear expectations and you put your foot down based on ethics and morals from Quran and Sunnah, from Islam, not from your own head, and so on and so forth. So I think that needs to be elaborated a lot more, and that's what we're trying to do, inshallah, with our work, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Alright? Alright, so let's go back to our questions. The next question, and guys, please hit that like button, and just give us a shout out here, and do support with a super chat, inshallah, so we can see your question faster. All right. Okay, good question here. What makes a strong father-son relationship? What would you say? What's something that makes a good relationship between them? Like, what should a father and son have?
Spend time a lot.
Spend time together. Do stuff together.
Yeah. Like activities and stuff. Also, like talk about talk about like life, talk about stuff a lot.
Like real stuff. Do you feel that most men like talk about their sons about like these weird stuff that sometimes, you know, are real and happen? Like, you know, we talk to the other guys, we, you know, we're talking to the boys, right? They're like, no one talks to us about this stuff, right? So I think, yeah, I think you're right. Like, so spending time together and talking about life, right?
Life,
like,
yeah.
If I could add something, also like having the that approachable, like, to know that I can tell you stuff and you can tell me stuff without like feeling weird. Like, oh my God, can I talk to my son, for example, about sex, right? About girls, about the dangers of fitna. And can he tell me about, for example, pornography or what the boys do in school or things like that, what the girls do in school, right? That should be open. In many relationships, like because there's certain culture, it feels like you can't talk about these things, it's not good. So that blocks that. So of course, people are going to go and talk about it to someone else, isn't it?
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because it's who do people you should talk to when they have these kind of questions?
They're close friends.
Right, exactly. And are those people equipped to give good answers? And probably not, right? No, that's true. Okay. I didn't ask for sons because I have an idea how to raise. Oh, okay, special masculinity content out there. All right, alhamdulillah, jazakallah khair. Yeah, I mean, just to review this, if I were to say with girls, I think with girls, though, you have to also have expectations and set some boundaries, you know? Because girls tend to be easy to rebel, especially in, you know, in today's world. You know, there's a lot of push on girls to rebel. So it is more difficult. So have boundaries with girls, but also like have a lot of softness and love for them. Like that's the love. They have to be exposed to compliments, love, you know. Girls, like when they're young, right?
Yeah.
Like usually, you know, people will be like, oh, you're so cute, and so, right? Like as a boy, like they don't come and do that, but to girls, they're like, you're so cute, you're so, right? So they always need to have that validation. Their value, people need to understand the value of a woman is in her beauty, in her chastity, in her innocence, her purity, and you need to like praise them and, you know, about how cute they look, how beautiful they are, the hijab. Of course, you have to, you know, also keep the limits. You have to keep your limits. Okay, that's a very good question. How can you keep the balance of allowing your son to be the best version of himself while still being someone whom you envision him becoming? I think I told you two things that I expect from you, right? That I only want two things, right? From you. What were they? We talked about it, I think, yesterday a few times.
To control my temper and to be careful with girls.
Okay. So control your temper, be careful with girls, right? But those were two advice that I give you. But there was two things I said I want you to be in life. If you do it, you know, like just do it, right? I said we were talking about like the deen and, you know, like, you know, being a scholar, not being a scholar, and you say you don't really want to be a scholar, you know, but obviously you want to be a practicing Muslim. So I was telling you, okay, I want you to two things to do, right? I want you to be like, do like Islam, like the basics, do the best that you can do, and not be a I told you. There's two things I told you, right?
To learn the basics of Islam, not to be a coward.
Exactly. All right. So you need to remember, right? So I told you, don't like do your Islam, be a good Muslim, right?
Yeah.
And I said, don't be a coward. Whatever you do in life, never be a coward. So be a good Muslim and never be a coward, right?
Yeah.
These are two things that I expect from you in terms of who you become as a man. As to what you want to do, I've never really like pushed you, right? Like as to, okay, no, you have to be a doctor, you have to be an engineer, I can't let it, you know, whatever you feel. And we've discussed this quite a few times, and you still not decide as to what you want to do, right? But there's one thing that I said that in terms of like, I guess like future and work and goals, what did I say? You have to make what?
Money.
Make money, right? So we discussed that about investments and stuff like that, right? Because in the end, you can have a job, but in the end, the outcome of the job is to make money, right? To obviously take care of, you know, family and so on.
Yeah.
So basics, I stick to basics with him. I don't want to push on him what I maybe failed to become or what I wanted to become or what I am to make him be the same thing. As long as he's a good Muslim, he's not a coward, right? And he can take care of his family, that's good enough for me. You know what I mean? And as to what he wants to do within those parameters, alhamdulillah, I think he's gonna obviously have to figure it out. And I think sometimes we put too much pressure that, no, I want you to be this, I want you to be that, I want you to do this. It's like that's not maybe what they want, and that they start going even against the basics. So there's a fine line between pushing someone and encouraging them to do something. All right, that was a good question, alhamdulillah. So, does age gap when getting married matter? If yes, what's the ideal one? I think there should be at least 3 to 5 years between husband and wife. 3 years is good, 5 years is really good. So about 3 to 5 years, inshallah. All right, guys, and again, just a reminder, please don't forget to hit one of those super chats. We'll see your question faster, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. And don't forget the Muslim Alpha Man course. Guys, it's on sale these few days. If you use BEST10, BEST10, then you could get 45% off. And let me play for you our thing again. All right, that's our little intro our team developed. I liked it a lot. I really like it. So Muslim Alpha Man, okay, course, bismillah. All right, let's go back to the question, guys. Please like and share so more people can join. Walaikum salam. Okay, does he speak Arabic? You're okay at it. You can understand pretty good, but you forgot some. But you've studied, so yeah, I think you can do okay. You just need to polish it.
Yeah.
Taib. Alright, good question. Should women learn self-defense if a man tries to attack them? Should they just run away? What do you think? Alright, people think that I am against women learning self-defense. Okay, so you can just answer this. Do your sisters know how to fight?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They know how to fight, right?
Yeah,
Did I teach them like how to self-defense, right? Since they were little, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're quite like, especially like Khadija. Like, my God. Right? So, but do they go and train every single day like you do? No. Do they develop muscles and like go to like karate and jiu-jitsu and all that twice a week? No, you do, right?
Yeah.
But do they know how to fight?
Yeah.
Pretty good too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially the little one, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, if that one like lets loose, it's like dangerous, So I don't know. People think by some of the videos, and I explained myself so many times, hey guys, I'm not saying you shouldn't teach them how to defend themselves. No, I think if someone attacks them, first of all, they shouldn't be alone, so they get attacked, isn't it? Right?
Shoot like a man.
Exactly, right? And I'm sure if you would be there with your sisters, you would take care of stuff. Like I know Isa I'm confident that Isa will take care of business. Like I'm really confident, like no joke. Like Isa could probably he can knock me out. So if he can knock me out and I'm 105 kgs, 6'2", trust me, he can knock anyone out. All right. So, but that's the thing, that a man should be with the women. That's what Islam says, that a woman should go with her chaperone, with her wali, with her mahram. So first of all, it shouldn't be a place or a time when she's alone and attacked. But if she is, she should kick the living days out of the guy and then call for help, or punch him. I tell my girls where to hit quickly and then make a move, get out. Don't sit there and like try to like choke him out or go on the floor with him, jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? It's like when I see some of these videos and these girls trying to explain to do jiu-jitsu and this and that, you don't want to do that, man. Anything you want to add to that?
Nah.
What does your son know about boys' Islamic school? Well, you've been to boys' Islamic school. What do you think? Was there problems?
Sometimes.
What were the problems?
Like, I'd say the cockiness.
Okay.
Because, like, they're, like, originally from the country. And so they try to, like, you know what I mean?
Okay, so there was that. I mean, yeah, we experienced that in Malaysia anyway. But what would you say, like, in boys' schools only? Like, because, for example, yeah, in UAE you were, like, only with boys. Like, what's the main issue that guys have?
They try to act weird. Like, they try to act gay.
Okay.
Kinda, like.
I agree with that. I think there's a lot of gayness and a lot of weird gayness that happens in boys' school, just like it happens in girls' school. Okay? So you heard it from him. All right. Your son is half Romanian, half what? We're not going to disclose that. He's half Romanian and half something, but we'll keep it as a secret, inshallah, for now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alhamdulillah, he says, so composed, well-spoken, straightforward young man, mashallah. Alhamdulillah, Allah barik. He is. All right. Alhamdulillah. Okay, Asa, what would you like to do in your future?
I'd probably like to like train more, like to the athletic side.
Okay, you like sports.
Sports, yeah.
Okay. You got a good football throw. Could be a good quarterback. He's a good thrower and a good fighter. So he likes athletics. Like, I don't know, things might change because when I was your age and young, that was my dream too. Like, I think most men, when they're young, they want to have, some sort of career with athletics, but things might change.
Yeah.
So you know that, right? All right. Isa, when a young teenage male is feeling stress, what are 3 suggestions you share with them on how to feel less stress? What do you, if someone is stressed, like we're depressed or sad, 3 things that you would say? Or whatever, not 3, 2, whatever.
I'd say distract yourself in the right way. Like,
distract yourself in the right way. Okay, number 1, how?
Go on a run.
Go on a run, train. Very good.
Gym.
Yeah. I think for men, like, it's not the same for girls, but I think for men, when we are stressed, we don't go to like our friends and be like, right? Like, girls would do that. So girls usually, what they want to do when they are stressed, they'll go and talk. They want to talk it out. So they'll call their friends, right? Yeah. And just, right? And their friends will be like, don't worry, it's okay, right? Come cry on my shoulder. For men, we don't do that. Right. So definitely, probably the best advice is get active. Go out for a run, go work out. Go hit Bob, right? We got Bob, shout out to Century. We got Bob there. If you guys don't know Bob is the mannequin, the dummy that you punch. It's like a punching bag. So yeah, he has been asking for that, and we used to have it in UA as well, and it was like part of the family. And that's how the girls train as well. Like
they used to punch it.
They used to punch.
Khadija punches this one too.
Yeah. I remember Khadija was so small, she used to like climb on the thing.
And she used to start hitting it, yeah.
But yeah, so we got Bob. He's rejoined the family now. And it's a good, right, to get your stress out, isn't it? What else? What else would you say?
I'd probably say also distract yourself from by reading Quran or listening to Quran.
Yeah, reading Quran, listening to Quran. Yeah, I think that's a good therapeutic, thing. Like, ala bi dhikrillahi tatma'innul qulub. In the realms of Allah, do hearts find tranquility. No. All right. If a teen female is stressed, what are 3 suggestions you share with them on how to feel stressed? I gave one. I think girls, they just need to talk. Girls need someone to talk to. Right? That's the best way they can let their stress out. Another one for women, for girls, if they feel stress, I would say still the Quran, right? They should turn to Allah, ibadah, and so on. And number 3, I don't know. I think they can also go for a walk. Take a hike. Just clear the mind out and so on. I know that you're gonna hate me for this. But I have to say it because this is from sisters. Like, some sisters told me that when they're stressed, they clean and cook. They get to clean the house. And honestly, sometimes when I'm stressed, I like to put stuff in order. So as a man too, I like to sort through my stuff, right? So I would say that definitely if a woman is stressed, one way to let that stress out is to start cleaning the house, just putting things back, cooking, just doing things to keep yourself busy. I know people are gonna be upset, but yeah, it's true. Okay, Uncle is saying, Allah reward you for all your work. I have a question for our little brother Isa. It's not little, man. It's pretty big. How do you feel about your dad creating content, and do you end up watching his work a lot? Do you watch my stuff?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah?
I do.
Not a lot, though.
Yeah, decent amount.
Yeah. I think your friends at school, they watch it?
A lot.
Yeah?
I always talk about it.
So I met even the non-Muslims, right? Even Keegan and those
Keegan
guys.
watches it, yeah.
Yeah? He
Keegan
watches
watches
it?
your stuff, yeah.
Yeah. I think Keegan's gonna become Muslim.
Inshallah.
Huh?
Inshallah.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah. All right. Okay. Bismillah. I have a son, eldest. One of my husbands didn't have any kind of contact with him. Wouldn't take him anywhere with him. That's a kind of too much introvert, shy, and can't have proper communication. Yeah, I think it's important to push some, like, even like Ace is not like usually you're like not like always talking. You talk mostly with like your friends, right? But in general, like he's quite composed, you know. But if he's with the friends, yeah, they're gonna have fun, they're gonna talk and whatnot. So it's okay to be composed, because it's like even men have to have some haya, right? But then like you can't be too weak and like soft. Like shouldn't that introversion should not be weakness, okay? Like, you know, sometimes like, you know, bullies will pick on you if they see you like too quiet and stuff. But if you're like confident and they know that you can, you know, do some damage, then they're not gonna pick on you. So I think it's important to talk to your son and push him, and look, let him join. Like, let him, when we do the Muslim Alpha Junior course, let him take that. Let him join. Let him, you know, get on, and let him, you know, see men. Take him to the masjid. Take him to events. Let him join martial arts. I would say martial arts will be amazing. Let him join MMA. Like, you're with men, around men, doing manly things. You have to understand, we condition ourselves. You do feminine things, you start knitting, you start, you know, doing stuff, ballet, whatever. Some guys do that. Then you're gonna look more feminine, act more feminine. Do more manly stuff, you're gonna be more manly. Okay? Alright. Alright, guys, don't forget to hit that chat, inshallah, that super chat. We can take your questions, inshallah, faster, and you're supporting the dawah, whatever you guys, you know, have, inshallah. Is that, what's his name?
Leeson
Abbas. Alright. Alright, when are you going to Romania to have a sitting with Brother Tate? Honestly, I was in Romania last month, and I guess because of his house arrest, I don't know, they couldn't arrange. I was trying to meet him to give him some advice, but it couldn't happen. SubhanAllah. Alright. Why your son look like Indian? Please reply.
Come on, man.
You don't look like Indian, man. MashaAllah. Alright.
Sent it 4 times too.
I know. I'm 19. I can't talk about this with my dad. SubhanAllah. No, you, like, we have to. Like, I'm telling parents, look, there has to be some haya, of course, but like me and Isa talk about girls, drugs, vaping, music, porn, sex, marriage, future plans, fighting, gangs. Right? Recently we're talking about gangs and stuff, right? Drill, the problems in the UK, problems in the world, and so on, right? So this is something that we talk, you have to, and it's not his fault, like, has to be like fathers have to, you know, have to do that, have to actually, you know, work with that. Now, so we have to make the initial approach, okay? Now, what education is best for boys and girls? Homeschooling versus public school. Recommendation. It's tough to know these days, guys, because homeschooling too can become problematic. I do believe it's better to an extent, but at the same time, they're going to miss some very important social filters. Now, I would say if the girls can, it's better for them to stay at home, to do homeschooling. Boys, by nature, we're going to be out in the fitna anyway. All right, so we have to kind of get used to it. With girls, I think it's more corruption. I believe girls can easily be more influenced and more corrupted. Much, much easier. Now, okay, Billionaire Mindset says, Assalamu alaikum. What can you do if your sister got feminist mindset? How would you approach this? I think, how would you approach if your sisters had? Do any of your sisters have weird mindsets or feminist mindsets? No, not really.
Yeah.
Right? But you can sometimes tell that they hear things and they'll say stuff. So, like, how would you deal with, if you're the brother, how would you deal with your sister if your sister comes and says, I'm just like a boy, you know, so it should be the same thing, like, right? And I know, alhamdulillah, our girls, they know that, you know, it's not like that, but what would you say to them?
I would probably like talk them through it, right?
Right. Talk through them, talk with them, explain to them, you know, don't be too harsh, but at the same time, you know, try to explain stuff.
Straight up.
Be straight up, yeah. Like a lot of times people, they'll say something is wrong, but they don't explain it to you as to why it is wrong. So I'll definitely, you know, talk to them and convince them. Because like we've done that with the girls, like, you know, sometimes even Asi will say, girls are like this and like that, you know, boys, like she knows, you know, like the difference between boys and girls, right? She's really on it. All right. How old is your son? We said he's 14. Someone who doesn't have a good past, how can you forget it? I don't know, what do you think, Isa?
Again, mindset. Mindset.
Yeah. Okay. Mindset. How would you build your mindset? Like, how do you, let's say you've done something in the past that's wrong and you're hurt by, you know, sometimes you can forget your past. And actually, you shouldn't forget your past because it keeps you in check. It makes you remember the mistakes that you've done so you don't do it again. But what would you say?
I'd probably get closer to the deen, right? So that pain would go away, kind of, and probably like train too.
Right. So get closer to the deen, get closer to Allah. Very good. And train. Yeah. I do believe that physical strength. People will be like, "Why are you training? Are you training just to fight, to learn how to fight? Is that why you're training, only to beat people up?" What?
Training also for distraction too.
Okay, to clear your mind, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, that strength that you develop, I think will help you a lot of times to deal with pain in life, like certain problems that you're gonna encounter, because you train your body, you train your mind. So when difficulty is gonna come in your life, right? It's going to help. Okay. A non-trade man is stronger than a trade woman. Could be. Depends. These days, man, there's some girls that are like men, huh? Remember we're talking about that? It's proper tough, you know, so, right? So things are changing. I think women are becoming very manly. And some girls can, you know, if you don't know what you're doing, can knock you out. No joke. So a non-trade man stronger than a trade woman. These days,
non-trade man is weak.
Can be weak, yeah, man. Like I used to think that, but now I kind of changed. I've seen some weird stuff, so you know, you know what I'm talking about, right? So I don't know. You gotta be careful, okay? Just be careful. What, bro? Please tell me what should a 3-year-old baby should do? Should she start memorizing Quran, learning different languages? A 3-year-old baby?
I don't think so. Yeah, that's too young.
It's too young, isn't it?
Too young. Yeah.
I think 3-year-old baby has to play, inshallah.
Probably like 6, 7, 8 around that age.
Let 3-year-old baby play. You can start like reciting some surahs. You guys start learning, right? Yeah. But not like to memorize them. But you guys learn. You were, you know, you could listen, hear, and all that. But let the babies play, inshallah. Okay, the importance of reading. You guys read a lot, mashallah.
Quran?
Not just Quran, but like books. You guys read a lot of books, right? Now you hate reading, it seems, but you used to love reading a lot more. But like, how many books do you think you read from like when you were young?
A good amount. I'm not sure exactly.
Approximately
above the 60s.
60, maybe more.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe more. I would say probably more than 100 books, because I remember how many books we bought you. I think it's important to read, to develop, you know, your vocabulary and so on. All right, guys. So we are hitting 1 hour now. We're still, you know, going on a little bit. Please hit those super chats, inshallah. May Allah bless you. Yeah, just supports the dawah. Alhamdulillah. They're saying they look like me. I don't know. Is it? Okay. Alhamdulillah. Okay, what was the favorite place that you lived in? Put Islamic into it. Like, what would you say? Again, we said that, right? UAE. Yeah, UAE was good. Specifically, which place in the UAE? Because we lived in like Abu Dhabi, Ajman, Fujairah. Which one you like the most? It was the most Islamic and the best.
I'd say Ajman.
Ajman?
Ajman, yeah.
Why?
Because like there was literally two masjids, one masjid behind us, one masjid
Right.
there. Proper tarawih.
Right.
Used to go on until
The beach was there.
Oh yeah.
Right. We used to go to the beach all the time. Nice, clean. There's no one there. Remember? Like that private beach, right? Okay. Yeah, I did like, yeah. No. All right. MashaAllah. Okay, lots of questions. Has it been embarrassing for any of you to talk about birds and the bees? It's dangerous. Just ignore the conversation in today's world with all the fitna and fasad talk about early nikah. Yeah, we spoke about, you know, like intimacy and all these things, boys and girls, right?
Yeah.
We spoke about stuff, spoke about marriage. I told him, like, if he wants to get married, like, I'll help him, you know, whenever he's ready and he thinks he can, you know, do it. He said he's, like, you know, obviously still working on stuff. He's 14. So early nikah is something we spoke about. I don't know. What would you say? What's a good age that you might be ready at?
Above 20. Above 20 or like a bit below 20 or above 20.
So like 19 20,
yeah.
21.
Yeah.
Something like that. I got married at 21. So yeah, around that age.
Yeah.
I think it's okay for a man. I think it's better for a woman to get married earlier. But a man can be like 21, 20, 21, 22. It's okay. What are you working on to get to that? Like, what do you think you need to get to that point?
Patience, responsibility,
Money.
yeah.
Right. Cool. Khair, inshallah. Okay, that's good. All right. Any advice for newly wedded couple? I think it's very important to build the relationship, you know, to have good communication, respect, draw the lines early. As a man, you should have clear expectations. Don't be too friendly, too good friends, perfect, this, you know, Bollywood, Hollywood type of, you know, from the beginning. There has to be respect. Don't lose respect. Sadly, when women get a bit comfortable in the marriage, this is most for women, because they don't have the ability to like hit you or punch you or, you know, fight you on certain things. So when they get angry, right, and I'm not saying that men should do that, but usually when they get angry, the first thing a woman can do is disrespect you and talk to you in a very bad way. So I would say a man has to have limits and not allow that to happen very early. Okay, very, very early. Communicate, spend time together, you know, do some things together, but also spend time apart. Don't always be together. Problem is with many young newly wedded couples, they spend too much time together. They get bored of each other, especially the girl. She's gonna get bored of the guy. Girls like to be excited. They like to be kept on their toes. So man has to be a little bit mysterious, right? Girls, like, they're always looking for attention, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they react very well to like the guy who doesn't pay so much attention to them, isn't it? The guys who usually chase them, they don't like so much. They don't like you to be so crazy about them, isn't it? And I think it's important to have as a man your mission and be busy so she can miss you. You have to remain to an extent a little bit mysterious for a woman. You can't be just like super transparent on everything. All right? But do spend time together and get to know each other well and be intimate, very important, right? But not too much time together all the time together. Have your own time. Now, how'd you get visa in a Muslim country? It's not easy. Usually it could be like a work visa, yeah, or a business visa. So that's something you have to look into. Mostly work visa. You You said 21 is good. I'm 27, still struggling, but it's a process, inshallah, not more longer. Inshallah. May Allah make it easy for you. Inshallah. Will you go to high school, discipline, foreign high school, like German, French? No, I wouldn't send like a foreign high school. It's normal. We're going to see what we're going to do for the future. Most important thing, as I said, for him to be a good Muslim, not to be a coward, to be a strong man. And in terms of, career paths and making money, there's a lot, inshallah, that, we're discussing. It can happen. Doesn't have to be what the system puts you in a box, right? There's a lot that can be done. Yeah, so I think it's important. But I like to also love to donate. PayPal doesn't work. Allah bless you, akhi. There's many ways you can do into our my Instagram. There's a link there for donations. Anyone who wants to do it, you can hit that super chat, guys. We are pushing 1 hour and 5 minutes now. We're gonna have just a few more minutes. Alhamdulillah, we responded to most questions. Barakallahu fiqh. Keep in mind, guys, the Muslim Alpha Man course. I'm gonna play the intro one more time for you guys. Please send your questions. We're gonna take a few more questions. Hit that super chat, share and like. Okay, let's do our and we'll play it one more time for you guys. The Muslim Alpha Man trailer. Again, it's on sale right now. The course, put best 10 as a 45% discount code. And we're working, Ace and I worked on the Muslim Alpha Junior, because we're having a father-son conversation today. That course is for young men. A lot of mothers actually has been asking. It's kind of strange enough, more than fathers. It was mothers who were asking for having such a course for young boys. It seems like mothers are more interested in getting their sons in shape and to be more manly than fathers. I don't know why, sadly. But anyway, I'm going to play the trailer for the Muslim Alpha Man course.
When I look at the Prophet ﷺ, the Prophet is more beautiful. Are you not tired of not becoming the best version of yourself according to the Quran and Sunnah that you can be? Don't you want to finally realize your plans, be them financial in terms of relationship, be them in your fitness, be them in your deen, your spirituality, your connectiveness with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Are you not tired? Are you not tired of being fat? Are you not tired of being out of shape? Are you not tired of having this defeated mindset? Are you not tired of missing Fajr? Are you not tired of people not respecting you, your wife not respecting you, your children not respecting you, the community not respecting you? Are you not tired when you look in the mirror, the way you look? Ready to change yourself? I'm asking, I'm talking to you right now watching this. I don't know who you are, Ahmed, Muhammad, Abdullah, Faris, whoever you are. Are you ready? Can you do the things that I'm going to tell you now? I've extracted this course from my life experiences based on the Quran Sunnah, connecting them to studying the seerah, to incidents of the Sahaba, of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Not just theoretical, guys, practical. I'm tired. I was tired. I didn't want to be sluggish, to be weak, to be pushed aside all the time. Now.
Alright, so that was the Muslim Alpha Man trailer, inshallah, teaser. Back to the super chat, Jazakallah khair, for your contribution, guys. What do you mean by not being a coward? Not being a coward. One of the greatest problems in today's world is because many men are cowards. They don't hold their ground at work. They don't stand up for what is right in the street, in their families. They're just always cowarding around. So being brave is the opposite of being a coward. Don't be a coward. Don't be afraid. Most men cannot do the right thing because they are afraid. This is the sad reality. That's why I always say to him, whatever you do, don't be a coward in life. It's the worst thing to be. The biggest sin, one of the biggest sins in Islam, is to be a coward. Muslim Alpha Man course is must for young men that want to be better. Barakallahu feek, building your mindset, may Allah bless you. I think you probably took the course. Alhamdulillah. Giuseppe, Jazakallah khair. I agree with your family. Red pill and manosphere. I suspect that one of the reasons of the unfortunate emergence of red pill was due to the backlash of feminism and backing down of the nuclear family. I agree 100%. So usually what happens is when you have an action, you have a reaction, and sometimes equally damaging. So feminism was so damaging, then red pill was coming. I think red pill is, so look at this, right? So feminists claim that they wanted to help women to get rights, and that when you look at kind of the history of how men kind of treated women, right? There was, men would conquer, they would rape, they would take women as slaves and so on. Women were treated quite bad outside of Islam. Islam came and put rights and rules and regulations. Men weren't simping in the deen in Islam like they simp today, but there was definitely rules and regulations, right? So but in general, for many years, yes, women were always below and very treated quite bad, no doubt. Islam didn't raise women to the status of men, no, but it just protected them and put them in their God-given place, right? There's never equality between men and women. There's equity. Women do what women are supposed to, men do what men are supposed to, and men are the leaders and they're above, because that's what Allah says in the Quran, right? That men are level above, and they're the qawwam, and they're the leaders and the imams. 100%, there's no doubt. No one, this whole equality has caused so many problems because women had to become men, and they lost their beauty, their sensitivity, their femininity, those beautiful characteristics that Allah created in them and gave them value. They lost them because they had to capitulate them in order to jump into the manosphere and be able to succeed in the manosphere, right? Because it's a man's world in the end of the day. So you have to play by men's rules and develop men's abilities to be able to do something, right? So what happened is that was wrong. So women came up with this whole, let's protect women. Okay, that's nice. But then it went to, let's be men. It was like, women should be better. Women should be like men. Women should be men. Women should be better than men. So it's totally messed up. With the red pill, they focus on masculinity, but as I said, their solutions are wrong in many cases. The analysis is many cases quite accurate, and I think that's the difference. But still, the solutions have not been able to solve the problem. We don't solve a problem with another problem. So this is an issue. Many men now, they want to commit zina, they want to date, they don't want to marry, as an outcome of red pill, because women are this, women are that. Of course, women are this, women are that. We've established and assessed the problem that women have been damaged by feminism. But now, how do you fix it? It has to be fixed in the right way. Now, Jazakallah khair, Giuseppe. Appreciate it. Tayyib. All right, Barakallah fikum again for your help, your contributions, your questions. Alhamdulillah. We'll take just a few more questions. Shamir says, I waste all my time on YouTube. I want to stop, be productive. But again, I found this, can't focus on my studies. I lose focus very fast. How can I overcome this? You need like a dopamine, detox. You got to cut all your screens, your whatever you're watching on YouTube, and just go out there and train, man. Join an MMA club, go to the masjid, wake up for Fajr, wake up early. These days they have right now fast Yawm al-Arafah. Ask Allah to help you and just disconnect from the screens, man. Take the Muslim Alpha Man course. Wallahi, it's going to change your mind. Okay, a lot of men have benefited from it. It will change your mind, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Okay, so please disconnect. You need a dopamine reset, a detox. Okay, all these videos are high dopamine. They keep going. We all go through this, but you have to counter that. You have to always balance it with some training, some outside time, and so on. All right, Isa, any last statements or anything you want to say to everyone? 21. Anything? If you were to give an advice to all the young men and parents watching, what would you give them? One advice, one thing.
Train.
I do the same thing. I keep saying, right? You see my videos, train. It helps you. A man needs to clear his mind. If not, you're going to say, these days, you're going to say, we're weak. We need to train. Men are weak. We are weak. Okay, it's the reality, man. We need to train. Barakallah feekum, everyone. May Allah bless all of you. Inshallah, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, we'll see you again next Saturday. And subhanakallahumma bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Isa, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, we'll see you guys. Assalamu alaikum.